So 1%, 50%, and 70%. Those are 3 key rules in real estate. We are live. Great to see you. Great to see you. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good afternoon. Wanted to jump on here and do a quick live. Actually, someone was sending me a DM today talking about, what are some of the rules in real estate. So I wanted to bring up the 3 key rules in real estate. If you're just joining me, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell to get notified the next time I'm doing a video. Make sure to like and share this video. Make sure to share it with your friends. Make sure to subscribe. And we are bringing you content like this every single day. Every single day. I see a few of you guys on here live right now. Thank you so much. Make sure, as you're coming in, make sure you like and make sure you like and comment. I want to know where you're coming from, where you're joining me from. Thank you very much. I want to know who it is, who's on there. If you have questions while I'm on this live, you can ask the questions. We're talking about the 3 rules in real estate, the 3 key rules in real estate. We have the 1% rule, we have the 50% rule, and we have the 70% rule. And so rule number 1 is the 1% rule. The 1% rule says that for every $1,000 of real estate income should equate to $100,000 in real estate value. For example, if the property is worth $100,000, the income should be about $1,000. If the property is worth $200,000, then the income should be $2,000. If the property is worth $1 million, well, the income should be $10,000 a month. So this is per month, and this is real estate value. Okay, real estate value. So the 1% rule says that for every $100,000 of real estate value should equate to $1,000 in rental income. Now, if you want to adjust it to today's prices, because it's going to be very difficult to make this work, and it's an indicator, right? It's an indicator, and the closer you are to it, to the 1% rule, the better. But for example, you can have a range. For example, 0.7 to 1%. So on the 0.7 side, right? That means for every $100,000 in real estate value, 0.7 would be $700. So you could say that $100,000 in real estate value should equate to anywhere around $700 to $1,000 in rental monthly income. And for us investors, that's a great indicator. That's an indicator. The closer we are to that 1% rule, it means that the property is going to work based on our criteria. Now, if you want to know a little bit about how we underwrite properties, how we put properties together, send me an email, info@alfonsocuadra.com, info@alfonsocuadra.com, or you can find me on Instagram or Facebook and simply send me a direct message, and we'll connect, we'll talk, we'll have a conversation on how we do this if you want to know deeper. So that's the 1% rule. The 50% rule is that generally, and by the way, we're being very general here, and these are rule of thumbs, but it's not like it's not like written in stone. For example, there's variations. There's different reasons why something might not work. Just because the 1%, just because you find a property that it meets the 1% rule, it doesn't mean you buy that property. It's just quick ways of analyzing deals. Now, the 50% rule says that generally on a property, on an income property, 50% of the income would be the expenses. Should go to expenses, right? So on properties, anywhere between 40 to 50% should be allotted for expenses. Anywhere between 40 to 50% of that property should be allotted for expenses. For example, if you have $1,000 in monthly rent, 500 of that would go towards expenses. Okay, so that means you would have another $500 to pay for your debt service, and of course, we want to see a little bit of cash flow. So the 1% rule says that $1,000 should equate to $100,000 in real estate value. The 50% rule says that, that $1,000, the expenses are going to be around 50%, which is $500. The 70% rule is more now geared towards flipping properties. So these two are more geared towards multiple family properties, and this one is more geared towards flipping a property. Again, we're being very general, and we're just giving you a range and I guess a rule of thumb to when you go out there and you're doing your investment. I see a lot of you guys on here. Hey, comment. I like to see your comments. I love to see who's on here. But the 70% rule says that when you're flipping a property, you should not pay more. You should not pay more than 70% of the ARV. For example, if the after repair value is around $300,000. If the after repair value is $300,000, that means that 70% of that would be around $210,000, right? So I'm not going to pay more than $210,000, but there's also renovations involved. So I will minus the rentals from there, the rentals. So let's say the rentals are around $50,000. That means I would not pay more than $160,000 for this property. I would not pay more than $160,000. So these are just general rules that help you navigate through multiple different properties to give you an idea on how to identify a deal. The first one is the 1% rule that says for every $1,000 should equate, for every $1,000 in monthly rental income, it should equate to $100,000 in real estate value. The 50% rule says that for every $1,000 of rental income, half of that income should go towards expenses. And then the 70% rule says that generally your maximum allowable offer should be no more than 70% of the after repair value, taking into consideration the renovations, any renovations or any expenses that you have on that property. That's what I would be offering in that property. So 1%, 50%, and 70%. Those are three key rules in real estate. If any of this sounds interesting to you, make sure to reach out. You can send me a private message. Find me on Instagram, alfonsocuadra.com. Find me on Facebook, Alfonso Cuadra, or you can send me an email, info@alfonsocuadra.com. Send me a direct message. We'll connect. If you have any questions on how all of this works and how it can work for you. If you're just watching this video, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. Make sure to like, make sure to share. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you so much, guys. Really great to see you. I come on here all the time. You can subscribe to this channel. It's free. I really do appreciate you guys. Alfonso loves you, and we will see you all at the top. See you guys. Share, like. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment down below, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified the next time we're doing a video. And guess what? Like, share, dislike, I don't care! Let me see how that looks.